stop. Right now, ask yourself this question. How many more years are you going to waste being the same person? The same habits, the same excuses, the same comfortable prison you've locked yourself inside. Here's the truth nobody wants to hear. You cannot build a new life while clinging to the old one. You can't add success on top of failure. You can't build strength on top of weakness. The old you, it has to die. Completely. And today, you're going to learn exactly how to kill it and rebuild something extraordinary from the ashes. This is your 10-minute blueprint for total transformation. No fluff, no theory, just the raw, powerful truth about how to destroy who you've been and become who you're meant to be. Let's begin. First, you need to do something most people avoid their entire lives. Face the brutal truth about yourself. You can't change what you won't confront. Every weakness you ignore is growing stronger right now. Every excuse you make is digging you deeper into mediocrity. And every lie you tell yourself about why you can't succeed is building the walls of your own prison. So here it is, raw and unfiltered. Your life today is a perfect reflection of your daily choices. You're not unlucky, you're not a victim, you're exactly where your habits and decisions have placed you. Maybe you've been lazy, maybe fear has controlled you for years. Maybe you've blamed everyone else while refusing to look in the mirror. Own it, because the moment you stop making excuses is the moment your power returns. Grab your phone right now and write down 3 brutal truths about yourself. The ones that hurt, the ones you don't want to admit. Do it, because transformation begins with ruthless honesty, and you'll never rebuild until you acknowledge what needs to be destroyed. Your past is not your identity unless you keep dragging it with you everywhere you go. Listen carefully. The past will never change, but its power over you ends the second you decide it does. That betrayal, that failure, that regret that keeps you up at night, it's only controlling you because you're still feeding it with your attention. Here's what you do. Stop visiting your past like it's your home. Learn the lesson, take the wisdom, and burn the rest. Every morning you wake up replaying old failures is a morning stolen from your future. And while you're at it, cut off the toxic people. Right now, think about the 5 people you spend the most time with. Are they lifting you higher or pulling you backward? Because here's the hard truth. Not everyone gets to come with you into your new life. Some people are energy vampires. They gossip, complain, and secretly celebrate when you fail. You don't need to have a dramatic breakup with them. Just quietly create distance. Protect your energy like your life depends on it, because it does. The old you tolerated toxic relationships because you were afraid of being alone. The new you understands that loneliness is temporary, but the damage from toxic people lasts forever. Walk away without guilt. Your future is more important than comfortable misery. Now let's talk about the silent assassins destroying your potential, your weak habits. You don't rise to your goals. You fall to the level of your habits. Think about that. Your morning routine, what you eat, how you spend your evenings, whether you hit snooze, these tiny choices compound into your entire reality. Most people fail not because they lack big dreams, but because they're drowning in small, destructive habits. Scrolling for hours, hitting snooze 3 times, saying yes when they mean no. These seem insignificant, but multiply them by 365 days and you'll see why you're stuck. Here's your action plan. Identify one weak habit today, just one. Maybe it's wasting 3 hours on social media. Replace it immediately. Delete the apps, put your phone in another room. Make bad choices impossible and good choices automatic. But habits alone aren't enough. You need an unshakable warrior mindset. Warriors don't wait to feel motivated. They act regardless of how they feel. When your mind says, I can't, you interrupt it and say, I've done hard things before and I'll do this too. That's not positive thinking. That's retraining your brain for strength. Start small. Set one hard goal every day. Wake up an hour earlier. Have that difficult conversation. Work on your dream for 30 minutes with no excuses. Each small victory builds mental armor. Remember this, the old you was ruled by emotions and impulses. The new you has self-control. True freedom isn't doing whatever you want. It's having the power to choose what serves your future over what feels good right now. When you've destroyed the old you, you stand at the most powerful moment of your life, a blank slate. Most people never get here because they're too scared to let go of who they were. But you're rebuilding from zero, and zero is pure potential. Here's what you do. Get crystal clear on your vision. Close your eyes right now. 5 years from now, what does your ideal life look like? Where do you live? Who's with you? How do you feel when you wake up? See it in vivid detail. Now, identify your core values. Not what society says you should value, what actually matters to you. Freedom, growth, health, creativity? Write them down. These become your compass.
Then break it into goals. If you want financial freedom, your first goal might be saving $5,000 or starting a side hustle. If you want to be healthy, commit to the gym 3 times weekly. Make it specific, make it real. Here's the game changer question. If you were designing your life from scratch today, would you choose this? Apply it to everything, your job, your relationships, your routines. If the answer is no, it's time for change. And listen, build unshakable daily routines. Your morning routine is sacred. It sets the tone for everything. Don't check your phone first thing. Instead, hydrate, move your body, set your intentions. Take control before the world bombards you. Your evening routine matters too. Instead of collapsing in front of Netflix, wind down intentionally. Review your day, plan tomorrow, read 10 pages. Small rituals compound into massive transformation. The old you drifted through life on autopilot. The new you designs every day with purpose. You want freedom? Then you need to become valuable. Not just busy, valuable. The marketplace doesn't pay you for your time. It pays you for the value you create. 2 people can work 40 hours, but one earns 10 times more because they've developed rare, in-demand skills. So ask yourself, what skill, if I mastered it, would completely change my life? Maybe it's writing, coding, marketing, speaking, design. Pick one, then go all in. Here's the truth. You don't need permission to learn anymore. With books, online courses, and YouTube, you have more educational resources than any generation in history. The question isn't whether the knowledge exists, it's whether you'll discipline yourself to use it. Commit to 1 hour of skill development every single day. In 1 year, that's 365 hours of mastery. While everyone else watches Netflix, you're building leverage. Skills give you options, bargaining power, and freedom. But skills mean nothing if your finances are a disaster, so let's fix that too. Start by tracking every dollar you spend for 1 week. Just track it. Most people are shocked by how much money disappears on things that don't matter. Then build a tiny emergency fund. Even $500 changes everything. It's the difference between crisis and calm. Attack your debt ruthlessly. Every dollar of debt you eliminate is a dollar of freedom you reclaim. Live below your means intentionally. Before buying anything, ask, does this align with the future I'm building? If not, skip it. And here's the big one. Increase your income. You can only cut expenses so far, but earning potential is unlimited. Use those skills you're building. Start a side hustle. Ask for a raise. Launch something. Multiple income streams equal security and speed. The old you lived paycheck to paycheck with no plan. The new you builds a bulletproof financial foundation that buys time, choices, and peace of mind. Let's talk about something everyone faces but few people master: pain. You've been hurt, betrayed, disappointed. You failed, lost, and suffered. And here's what most people do. They run from it. They numb it with distractions, pretend it doesn't exist, and wonder why they feel stuck. But pain is not your enemy. Pain is your teacher. It's the fire that either destroys you or forges you into something unbreakable. The choice is yours. Stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" and start asking, "What is this teaching me?" Every painful experience carries a lesson. Maybe it's showing you who you can trust. Maybe it's revealing what you need to change about yourself. Maybe it's testing whether you're truly committed. When you search for the lesson, pain becomes purposeful instead of pointless. Here's how warriors use pain. They turn it into fuel. Been betrayed? Build stronger boundaries. Failed at something? Work twice as hard with twice the focus. Lost someone important? Honor that loss by living fully instead of collapsing. The same fire that burns you can forge you into steel. A blacksmith takes raw metal, throws it in flames, and hammers it repeatedly until it becomes a sharp, unbreakable sword. That's what life is doing to you right now. The old you ran from pain and stayed weak. The new you faces it head-on and becomes stronger. Your scars are proof you survived. Your pain is proof you're alive and ready to transform. You've just absorbed a complete blueprint for total transformation. But here's the truth. Nothing changes until you take action. You can listen to 1,000 audiobooks, but if you don't move, you'll stay exactly where you are. The old you will remain alive and well, waiting for you to slip back into comfortable patterns. So here's what happens next. Today, right now, you make one decision that proves the old you is dead. Maybe you delete social media from your phone. Maybe you wake up at 5 a.m. tomorrow. Maybe you finally have that hard conversation. Pick one thing and do it. Because the new you isn't built in one giant leap. It's built through small daily decisions that prove you're serious. Each promise you keep to yourself is a vote for the person you're becoming. One day, you'll look back at this exact moment and realize this was when everything changed. Not because life got easier, but because you became stronger, wiser, and unstoppable. The old you is dead. The new you starts now. You have everything you need inside you to create something extraordinary. So take a deep breath, stand tall, and step into the life you were meant to live. Destroy the old you, rebuild from zero. Your transformation begins today.